Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is Wednesday afternoon. It's 4:30.
It is.
It is Premier League predictions time. I know we're getting quite a nice group of people that join us live, and we had like over 2,000 of you watch this back last week, and loads more than listened to it on the podcast. And we also had some brand new members join the channel from last week, so it was absolutely fantastic to all the members that joined. And they're all chatting away on the Discord group now. Now, listen, it is match week 7. We've got a little bit of news to tell you at the end of something that's coming up very soon. But first of all, before we get started, it is time for you guys to guess, before we get stuck into match week 7, who was the winner of match week 6? Was it Team Emma or Team Dave? What do you think? So let's go. Hold on. So we're having a look in the live chat. If you listen to this on the podcast, this is the live chat because we have people that join us live and they put their thing. So look, who we've got. Got quite a few people joining. Who's thinking it's me? Matt says it's always Emma that wins. Thanks, Matt. David Pillager says, yes, I agree. Emma will win. Matt's also watching from America as usual, which is fantastic. Scott, bless his cotton socks. Team Dave and Team Hope.
Team Hope. Says it all.
It's like Team No Hope, really. Matthew says Team Emma. Andy's with me. Come on, Andy. Team Dave.
So Andy thinks you've won last week.
Carl's going for a draw. Sarah's going time for a she's moved.
No.
She's moved.
She moved. Well, she just thinks she's going to win this week.
She's moved to Team Dave. David's Team Emma. Dave for the win. So let's reveal the last week's thing. So this was this was last week's fixtures. So was it Dave or was it Emma? Now, if you do want to get involved with this, all you have to do on YouTube is subscribe to join in the chat. So that's good. So right, it's time, Emma. You ready to reveal the results?
Go on then.
Of last week. Are you ready?
I don't think either of us did that well last week, did we?
Are you ready?
Are
we going? Right. Sarah says you have to win sometime, Dave. That's what Emma says. Christine, unfortunately, for me, is Team Emma. So the results of last week are now going on to the screen. And yes, it's Emma that's won again.
Yay!
Honestly, I can't believe it. I mean, I'm not joking, guys. If you're listening to it on the chat, if you're listening to it back on podcast or you're not watching this thingy, Emma only got 2 predictions wrong. She predicted a win for Newcastle, for Man City away against Newcastle. It was a draw.
That was a reasonable shout, though.
And she predicted a draw with Forest and Fulham won. So Emma got, out of 10 games, she got 8 right in terms of the...
Yeah, but I never got any scores bang on, though.
You didn't. Whereas Dave got 8 wrong. I can't believe it. It's the only one I got right was Arsenal beating Leicester and Bournemouth beating Southampton.
You're doing as well as the Wolves, aren't you? Well, you're doing twice as well as the Wolves. You've got 2 points.
2 points from 6 weeks.
And we didn't do the first week, so you're doing much better than Wolves.
So, yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's 6 weeks on a roll for Emma now that she's won. She's got 45 points in the league to my 31, and I scored a measly 2 points. I'm getting worse. Let's have a look. All Matt's got to do is just laughing emojis. LH9FTB has said no, Dave. Carl says the league's getting bigger. Well, if she keeps winning every week, Carl, she's going to keep getting bigger, isn't it? Sarah's been, oh, maybe next week. This is what, honestly.
Yeah, but
Steve's go, Emma. Scott says the pain must be odd. Scott, I'm not being funny. Wolves ain't winning and I ain't winning. It's not funny, is it, anymore? We need to get it changed. Dave is in Wolves form. Matt's absolutely right. Matthew says, well done, Emma. Fantastic. Oh, Emma, what's the lottery numbers?
Oh, if only I knew that answer.
I know. Congratulations, Emma, said David. The season is still going. Dave will catch up.
I said this.
Keep the faith, Dave.
I'm going to have a rubbish run and you're going to have a good run.
Emma, I ain't being funny, but you said this every week. Everyone's laughing.
There's loads
Oh,
of
look, Emma's won again. 6 out of it. I mean, what do I have to do? I think when I start with...
Work harder.
Well, I am working harder. I put some good scores in last week. I tried to be brave, and look what happened. Anyway,
don't be brave. Think with your head.
Carol says, "I hope you can predict a win for us on Sunday." So, look, we're going to move on into the. We're going to move into the
predictions.
The predictions for week number 7. This is the week where my comeback starts. I'm telling you now, this is the week where the comeback starts. So, Emma, the early kickoff this week is the Eagles of Crystal Palace against the Liver Birds of Liverpool. Which of the birds are coming out on top?
I've gone 2-0 to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Palace have been struggling, particularly at home. Liverpool will they've got to win this, surely. But we need them to, really, because we don't want a gap to develop at the bottom and us become isolated at the bottom. Wolves. So I've gone 2-0 Liverpool.
You need to speak up.
So I've gone 2-0 Liverpool.
Because of the podcast.
Okay, that's fine.
So Emma's gone 2-0 to Liverpool. I've gone, and I'll tell you in a minute because we've got to go to the chat first. Matt's gone 2-0 to Liverpool. He's agreed with you. Matthew's 3-1. Scott's 1-0 to Liverpool. Carl's 3-0 Liverpool. 3-1 Liverpool. 3-1 Liverpool. And David's gone 2-1 Liverpool. And if you're watching this back on catch up, you can put your score predictions for all of this in the comment section. I've gone Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 3. Mm-hmm. So I've gone for that. And I agree with you. They need to lose because they're down there with us. So they need to lose, don't they? There's a few more scores coming in there. So look, that's the first one. First of the 3 o'clock kickoffs is Arsenal, the Gunners against the Saints of Southampton. Is it the Arsenal going to be gunning down the Saints, or is it going to be a saintly shock?
Well, Arsenal have failed to win their last 3 games against Southampton.
Is that a fact?
Apparently so, yeah. But I think that's going to change this weekend.
Right, okay.
I think comfortable win for Arsenal. I've gone 3-0.
So you're going for a 3-0 Arsenal win. Matt's going 5-1 to Arsenal. Matthew's also going 5-1 to Arsenal. Sarah's going 4-0 Arsenal. Andy's going 4-0 Arsenal. Carl's going 5-0 Arsenal. Scott's 4-2 to Arsenal. David's 4-0 Arsenal. We've got Timothy Hartle here who's gone for a 3-0 Arsenal. David has gone for a 2-0, David Pillager. And I've also gone for an Arsenal win. I've gone Arsenal 5, Southampton 0. And I really need them 3 points because I need the 3 points to start catching up, not just to win. I need a big win.
Okay.
I'm going with that. So next up, we've got Brentford versus Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Oh, dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. The bees of Brentford, are they going to sting us or are we going to finally start howling with joy?
Well, I've gone, I expect Wolves to pick up their first win of the season. Get us going. Yes, we're underdogs. I know. We're always well, we are technically.
Underdogs to Brentford? Seriously? We should not be underdogs to Brentford.
We shouldn't be, but we are because of the form that we're in.
All right, well, go on.
But Brentford, The good news is Brentford have got a few injuries. Norgard's only a 50-50.
Yeah.
They've got Rico Henry out, Nascimento out, De Silva and Wissa.
Yeah.
So they've got a few injuries. They have picked up 2 wins so far this season, but they've both been against Palace and Southampton. Sort of.
So teams down the bottom.
Yeah.
Like right in the bottom.
Yeah,
3.
like us.
Right. Okay.
But I've gone 2-1 to Wolves.
2-1 to Wolves. If you're enjoying this, by the way, smash that like button. So let's have a look. Matthew's going 4-1 to Wolves.
Ooh.
Nice. 3-1 Wolves from Andy. Carl's 3-1 Wolves. Scott's Brentford 1 Wolves 2, please. David C's gone for a 2-2. David Pillinger's gone for a 2-0, trusting Gary. Tim's gone 2-1 Wolves. Roger's gone 2-1 Wolves win, hopefully. And I've gone with a prediction that you'll have to wait until the prediction show tomorrow for my prediction.
Will you tell me later?
I'll tell you later, but like you guys, make sure you hit that bell notification, hit the subscribe button so you can, if you're not already, so that you can find out my prediction tomorrow. And we've got Brentford fan on there giving his predictions as well. So that'll be tomorrow when it comes out, the full match preview. So next up, Leicester versus Bournemouth. The Foxes, are they going to chomp on the cherries? Or are Bournemouth going to follow up their win against Southampton and treat the Foxes like a cake and have a cherry on the top?
I wouldn't want to be called the Cherries, would you? It's a bit of a naff now, isn't it? I mean, like at least with the Wolf, we're like, rah, wolf.
Rah. Yeah, cherries.
Cherries.
Imagine being cherries. Well, the Bournemouth fans are cherries. Foxes isn't so bad, is it? You know, at least that's, you know, they're a bit cunning, aren't they, the Foxes?
That's all you were talking about cherries. That's all I can think. Sorry.
Okay, fair enough. So what's your thoughts?
Both teams are going to want to win this. Bournemouth haven't been the best on the road, but I just reckon 1-1. Gone with a draw.
You've gone with a draw. So Sarah's going to come out now. I'm sorry, I think we're going on to the Carl starting with Bournemouth. Wolves 2-1 to Bournemouth. Matt's gone with a 1-1 draw. Andy said the Cherries are winning 2-1. So does Scott, 2-1. Tim's gone with a 2-2. Matthew's going with a 1-1. Bournemouth 1-0 from David Pillinger. And David C is going 2-1 to Leicester.
Quite a mixed bag there, though.
Mixed bag. And I'm just checking on my scores. I've gone with Leicester 1, Bournemouth 1, another. Yeah, that doesn't mean I can. If we're
that's the one we both get wrong, probably.
Probably. But yeah, 1-1. We both agree on that one, so that's good. There's another 1-1 here from Timothy Hartill. So next up, we have Manchester City against Fulham. The Citizens against the Cottage Cheeses.
Well, Raul started scoring again, hasn't he, for Fulham?
Yeah, he has.
And I'm sure they'll fancy their chances. But I've gone with a 2-1 to City. I think Fulham might make them earn the win.
Fulham will make them earn that win.
Yeah.
2-1. Fulham are having a decent season so far, aren't they? So look, we've got some predictions coming in for Fulham now. City, Matt's gone with a 3-1 win to City. Matthew's gone with 2-1 to City. Andy Saunders 4-1 City. Carl's gone 4-1 City. Scott's gone 3-2 to City. Tim's 4-1 City. Sarah's 3-1 City. David's 3-1 City. And David Pillinger is 4-1 City. So what's Dave's score? So I'm going to have a look what I put down for this. I've gone with Manchester City 3, Fulham 0. A 3-0 victory for City. Next up, West Ham, the Hammers, who've got irons in the fire under Lopetegui, who I'm having messages, would you believe, from West Ham fans asking if we can sack Gary O'Neill and have Lopetegui back and send Kilman back whilst they're at it.
Yeah, West Ham haven't got going under Lopetegui, have they?
No.
Such a shame.
I know, I'm absolutely gutted. It makes tears come to my eyes. Nothing against West Ham fans, but I just find it, yeah. So anyway, look,
14th against 15th.
Yeah.
This one. And I've gone with a draw, 2 each.
You've gone with a 2-2 draw. Tell us a bit more of what you think.
Ipswich, I think they've actually ground out some results and done better than we've expected. But I don't see either team. I just don't see either team winning it. So I don't want West Ham to win.
A draw would be good. Good.
Yeah.
I mean, Ipswich are the draw specialists. They've drawn
Well,
4 in a row.
Haven't they had a load of 1-1s? They've had 1-1s.
They've drawn a lot. Yeah. They've lost the first 2, drawn the next 4. Yeah. They're looking for their first win as well.
So what have you gone with? I've gone with 2.
Well, let's have a look at what everyone in the chat have gone with. See, so look, Matt's gone with a 2-1 Ipswich. JL sacked by Christmas. Karma. Hey, love that. Yeah, no, he'll walk out and on he's saying strange things again.
They haven't spent enough
or
money.
He'll go in a seedy hotel room with his mate.
No, his excuse will be they haven't spent enough money, but they've spent loads.
Yeah, but he'll go in a seedy hotel room when he's with that journalist mate of him, Balege, Gilliam, and do an interview or something. But, anyway, he'll blame someone. Matthews 2-1 to Ipswich. Carl's 2-1 West Ham. Tim's 2-1 West Ham. There's a 2-2 from Sarah.
Same as me.
Andy's gone 2-1. Scott's gone 2-2, same as you. David C's gone 2-0 Ipswich. And we've got Michelle here who thinks Ipswich could nick it 2-1. Fair shout. West Ham will lose 1-0. Bring Lot back, no thanks. Harry Bear TV. That's a great name. I guess they do. I bet his channel's all about bears that are hairy. Like if you go down to the wood today, there's got to be them out there, and they that study bears.
Leave the singing to your dad.
Timothy Hartill's gone with a 1-1. So I've gone with an exciting 0-0 draw. So I've gone West Ham United 0, Ipswich Town 0. So that's
ball draw.
Well, it could be an exciting ball draw. There are possibilities of that happening. There's a few more scores coming through. So next up, we've got Everton versus Newcastle United. The Toffees, who got their first win last week, sadly, against the Toon. What we're going with?
I nearly went with a draw for this one, but I've gone with a Newcastle win. Everton managed to beat Palace, get things going. Newcastle have ground out some results, despite not being at the best. I just think Newcastle are going to edge this one 2-1.
2-1. Let's have a look at the chat. Matt's going with a 2-1 Newcastle win. Carl's going with a 2-1 Newcastle. Matt's going with a 2-1 Everton win, sorry. Carl's going 2-1 to Newcastle. Sarah's agreeing with Carl. Andy's going for another draw. Tim's agreeing with Carl and Andy as well, 2-1. Dave's going 2-1 Newcastle. There's a 2-1 from Matthew to Everton here. David Pillinger's going 2-1 to Newcastle. Scott's gone with a 1-0 to Everton, and he doesn't know why. To be honest, it wouldn't surprise me because I don't think Newcastle has been as good as,
no.
have been that, but they've been grinding out the results. However, saying that, I really don't want Everton to win because we need them to lose. So I've gone with Everton 1, Newcastle United 3 is what I've gone with. So we're 3-1 to Newcastle. So we're going to move on to Sunday's games now, Emma. Is that all right with you?
I suppose so.
You suppose so. So that's going to be Aston Villa, the villains, who are against the Devils of United. So you've got some real evil clubs there. You've got the nasty villains against the Devils. Yeah. Who's going to come out on top? Is the Devil going to come out on top, or is the villains going to nick off with his swag?
Well, I reckon Villa are going to be out for revenge because United did the double over them last season.
Yeah.
You don't know what to expect from Man United at the moment.
No.
So I've gone with a Villa win, 3-1.
3-1. Let's have a look in the chat. What we've got here, the live chat. This is if you're listening on podcast. Aston Villa 2-1, says Matthew. Scott's gone with a 3-0 to Man United.
No, he's not.
3-0 to Villa, sorry. Blooming hell, Matt's gone 4-0.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Ten Hag, he just always seems to escape when you think he's looking like then he's going to get the sack, and he comes out with a result.
He is. He does keep getting off the hook, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I can see him going, and he could be like favourite for the sack race, and then he could be going down doing the egg and spoon race after that, couldn't he?
Do they do that anymore?
I think they do that at schools. Egg and spoon race. I won the egg and spoon race.
Did you?
I won the egg and spoon race at school. 3 years running in primary school.
I don't think I won anything sporting wise at school.
Yeah, because I had good balance. Been good. I'm good at that sort of coordination. I know, but I won the egg and spoon race.
You cheated and had your thumb on the egg.
I didn't cheat.
Well, we know everyone here has seen.
If I was cheating, I'd be winning, wouldn't I? Hey, just because you've got a time turner and can go and see in the future, like Hermione out of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Carl's gone 3-0 to Vanilla. David's 3-1 Villa. Sarah's 2-1 Villa. Tim's 2-1 Villa. David Pillinger's 2-1 to Villa. Michelle's gone 3-1 Villa. There ain't many Man Uniteds on here, is there? Timothy's gone 2-1 to Villa. Right, so that's what have I gone with. I've gone with a Villa win as well, just because I think it's funny. No, I mean I think they are better than United at the moment. So obviously both United and Villa have got European games in the week, but I'm going with a 2-1 to Villa as well, just to put more pressure onto Eric Ten Hag. So next up on the Sunday. Another 2:00 kickoff. It's the posh of Chelsea against the trees of Nottingham Forest.
Forest are doing all right. Chelsea seem to be able to score at will to a degree. But I've gone 2-1 to Chelsea.
You've gone 2-1 for Chelsea. Any particular reason?
Just because I think Chelsea just seem to be able to churn out these results.
They do at the moment, don't they?
I mean, I'm sure Forest will put up a good fight.
Like they did at Liverpool away.
Well, yeah.
Well, they snuck that one, didn't they? Look, the results are coming in from the chat now. We've got Matthew's gone 3-1 Chelsea. Sarah's gone 3-2 Chelsea. Scott's 3-1 Chelsea. Matt's gone with a 2-2 draw. We've also gone 2-1 from Carl to Chelsea. David's gone with the same score. David C. Tim's 3-1 Chelsea. David Pillinger's gone with a 1-0 Chelsea win. So look, I've gone also with a Chelsea win, but I've gone 2-0 to Chelsea. So I've gone with a 2-0 Chelsea win as well. I think Forest will up and puff and do what they did, but I don't think they're going to get the same result as they did against Liverpool, where they had the breaks. So the final fixture of the weekend's action will be Brighton and Hove Albion, the Seagulls, against is it the Cockerels of Spurs?
Oh, I don't know.
It's another bird cage fight, isn't it? So like, what's your thoughts on this one?
I was really torn on this one. I didn't know what to go with.
You're torn?
I was torn, yeah. I mean, obviously, I've got a decision. I was tempted to go with a Brighton win, but I've gone for a draw in the end. 1 each.
You've gone for a 1-1.
Yeah.
I've gone for a result, which I'll come to in a minute, and then I've got something else to tell you at the end. Let's have a look at the chat. Scott's gone 2-1 Brighton. Matt's gone 3-3. Timothy's gone 3-2 to Chelsea. Matthew's gone.
That's the wrong one. We're on Brighton.
Oh, yeah.
Spurs.
Oh, yeah. We're on Brighton Spurs. Matthew says 5-1 to Spurs. Carl's gone 2-2. Tim's gone 3-2 Spurs. David sees 2-0 Spurs. Michelle's gone with a 2-2. Andy's gone 3-1 Spurs. Andy Saunders. And if Sarah's gone with a 2-2, but want Brighton to win. David Pillinger's gone with 2-1. Now, look, if you're seeing people in the chat with little wolf heads next to each other, different colours, they are members of the channel. They're supporting us. They're also on the Discord group, the members chat. They get all the custom emojis. And your colour, when you first join, starts from green, and then when you've been a member 2 years, you'll see gold. So they go through that. So like we had 2 members join last week, and they've been getting involved in the chat on the Discord group, which is brilliant. So we always love getting new members, and it does support us. It's like buying us a cup of tea a month, because that's all it is really. It's $3.99 a month to become just a normal member. There are different levels of support, but it's like buying me and Emma a cup of tea and stuff like that. So we do appreciate everyone that helps us out with that, and it helps pay for the streams. So look, I've gone Brighton and Hove Albion 3, Tottenham Hotspur 3. So I do you know why I've said that?
What?
Because they both play quite a high line, don't they?
Yeah.
So I think there could be
Goals.
there could be a lot of goals. Matt says, I appreciate your channel. That's brilliant, mate. I hope you can consider becoming a member. He also says Son's injured, which is great. So look, I hope you've enjoyed this. Smash that like. Before we go, there's going to be a game on match week 8, which hopefully I'll be celebrating finally a victory and also a Wolves win.
I hope he wins because he's driving me nuts.
It's depressing. Keep losing all the time. You know, I watch Wolves lose or don't win, and everything. So look, you know, from our point of view, we have a bit of fun. It's all good banter. You know, I don't mind you winning really and showing me up every week.
Did you see the gritty teeth then?
The gritty teeth, yeah. I don't mind. No, to be honest, you are quite good at this, but she is a bit of a stato, so it doesn't surprise me. Like, you know, but like we have got in a couple of weeks' time when we do the predictions for match week 8, there's going to be a game that you can get involved in as part of the Premier League predictions. Can't say any more than that, but you'll be able. There's an app involved. You can get involved and you can win some money. So that's coming, isn't it?
It is.
We've sorted that out in the last couple of days. Just putting the final details for that. So that's something for you to look forward to, that you can have a go. And I think we might be doing a joint thing so you can play against both of us. So we're working out.
Yeah, but what if we argue?
Well, if we argue, you're always going to come out on top, aren't you?
This is true.
And we haven't showed them Ralph.
Oh, come on, Ralphie.
Ralphie's here, by the way. There he is. Look, you know, this is why she wins, because she gets lucky, Ralph. Tim says we're funnier than Morecambe and Wise. I'll take that. Give me sunshine all the way. They did that Skippy thing, didn't they? Do you want to do it with me? No. Challenge Dave and Emma. You've got a singer. Yeah, it's a great. Listen, thanks for joining us live. If you're watching it back on the catch up, leave your score predictions and your thoughts. Please smash a like, because it does let YouTube and Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook. But if you go on YouTube, the competition will be on YouTube the next time. So make sure you do subscribe. And the other thing I'd like you to ask you to do, whilst I've got you listening, give us a follow, would you? Always Wolves on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter, although it's now called X. Just if you're on any of those, make sure you give us a follow on those as well. That would be appreciated. And there's some really great articles on alwayswolves.co.uk. Emma works hard, really, with all the writers, getting lots of great content.
I think there's a new one coming soon, all about Gary O'Neill.
Is there?
Yeah.
So you need to bookmark the alwayswolves.co.uk for that one. And I hope some of you hit that membership button, join the membership. If you do, we'll put the link to the private members Discord group up on the community tab, but it'll only be for in the bit where members can see, because it's like on community tab, you've got public and then you've got members. So like we put stuff in there for members as well. And you also get to know some things. We do members only first videos and all sorts of stuff as well. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you become a member. Stay tuned for the next match week 8, because there is a game coming. So yeah, we're just coming up to half an hour.
Yeah.
Congratulations on another victory. Congratulations. Seriously.
I'm going to have to let him win next week.
That's like best YouTube channel for Wolves supporters. That means a lot, mate. Thank you so much. Yeah, so from myself and Emma to all of you, always Wolves.
See you, folks.